All right, today for language, we are doing page 89, and we're going to review really quickly for the quiz. Remember, the quiz has to do with dividing a sentence between the subject and the predicate, and then you would underline the verb in the predicate part. So Jenna spent a quarter for a bookmark. Jenna is the subject. Divided after that. Underline the verb. What is the verb?
Spent.
Our dog splashed in the pond. Divided after our dogs. That's the subject. Splashed in the pond is the predicate. So what's the verb?
Splashed.
Splashed. The other thing you're going to be doing on the quiz is writing the verb they give you, present tense and past tense. When you write it present tense, what are you going to do with the verb? Or no, you're not listening. I said present tense. Just leave it alone. Just rewrite it as it is. Present tense is just the normal verb. How are you going to make it be past tense?
Add ed or d.
Add ed or d. So first, when it's present tense, you're just going to write the verb the way it is. When it's past tense, you're going to add d or ed. Everybody, what are you going to do for present tense?
Add ed or
You did not listen to what I said. I asked for present tense.
Don't leave it
Just
alone.
rewrite. You do need to rewrite it, so you're not totally leaving it alone. You do need to write it on the line, but write it the way it already is. What are you going to do for past tense?
Add d or ed.
Add d or ed.
And for future
Now what we're going to learn, we're not going to do future tense today because I don't want to confuse you anymore because we already are learning something new that's not on the quiz. All right, look at your paper on page 89. It says a verb that ends in s or es tells that one person or thing tells what one person or thing does. Okay, so a verb that ends in s or es tells what one person or thing does. Do not add s or es to the verb if the sentence tells about more than one person or thing. All right? So, remember we learned singular plural nouns? Well, guess what? They're singular plural verbs. But they're opposite. When you were doing plural nouns, the one that was plural usually ended in an s or es. Right? Well, guess what? For verbs, that's your singular one. You use that with singular. So let's read the sample sentences. It says, one boy helps. Notice how the verb, whenever they had the singular noun, the verb ended in an S. One boy helps. Underneath that it says, across from it, I'm sorry, go across from it. And it says, two boys help. So now the noun ends in an S, but the verb does not. Right, Jonathan? Please pay attention. Next sentence says, the child sings. So child is singular. Look at the verb. The verb is also singular, but to be singular, it has to end in a S. So it's like opposite. All right? So for a singular noun, it's going to end in S. For a singular verb, it's going to end in S. The singular noun, of course, did not, but the singular verb does. Then you said, the children sing. Now, children doesn't end in S, but you know children is plural. So it ends in sing, which is the plural form of that verb. All right, let's look at the board and do that. Bella, is Bella singular or plural?
Singular.
So we're going to use the word Bella sings. Bella sings. Children sing. And that is the one that was on your paper. Exactly. Children sing. And I just realized I need to move this. Next it says Elijah helps. Elijah would be singular. So you're going to pick the singular. All eyes up here. Helps. And then boys help. So since this one ends in an S, this one should not. Or because that one's plural, you're picking the plural, which is help. Okay, so it's like opposite. Okay, it does the opposite. All right, let's go ahead and look at your paper, and let's pick the one where they use the right verb. All right, first of all, it says Annie Study her spelling words, or Annie studies her spelling words.
Annie studies.
Studies. Annie would be singular, so you want studies. The next two say students sit in these desks, or students sits in these desks.
Students sit.
Sit. Very good. Students ends in S, so you go with the verb that does not. Grant smile at his mom, or Grant smiles at his mom.
Grant smiles.
Very good. Smiles. Grant is singular, so pick the singular smiles. One moose paw in the snow. One moose paws in the snow.
One moves pause.
Paws. They're talking about making that motion with its hoof.
Subject. Got it. Is that subject? Yes.
Alright, and the next one says, Owen. Here you are, Owen.
That's oxen.
Oh, I'm sorry, oxen. I need to read on your page. My page is too small. Oxen pull the heavy plow. Oxen pulls the heavy plow.
Oxen pulls. Oxen pull.
You really need to pay attention because you picked the wrong one. One
Oxen
moves,
pull.
pause.
Oxen pull.
Oxen pull. You need to, oxen is what?
More than one.
Plural.
More than one ox.
It's one of the things.
Actually, it is oxen pull because it is more than one ox, but it's still oxen pull.
I mean, if there was an animal called oxen, like if you had a dog called oxen.
Yeah, this one is confusing.
Oxen
It is. It just doesn't go with the rule really. You really want to say
Oxen pulls, I mean, that's kind of weird.
Oh, yes, it is pull. Oxen pull, because oxen is plural and pull is plural.
Yeah.
You guys are starting to confuse me. Oxen is plural, pull is plural, pulls is singular. All right, let's go to the next section. Read the blue box with me. First, find the verb, then ask who or what. The answer to the question is the subject of the sentence. So early in the morning, Mom reads her Bible. So what's the verb? No. Can you early in the morning?
Reads.
You're not really even listening to my question, are you? I asked what's the verb? Reads. Who reads? Mom. So Mom is the subject of the sentence. All right?
Early in the morning, Mom.
Can everybody please sit up straight and look at the blue box? I don't know what you guys are doing, but you are not paying attention. Go to the next thing. The verb is reads. Ask yourself, who reads? The answer is Mom. Mom is the subject of the sentence. Now we're going to go to the next section, think B, and we're going to draw a line to separate the subject from the predicate, which is sort of what we're going to do on the quiz. But on the quiz, then you're only going to underline the subject, the verb twice. You're not going to have to underline the subject for the quiz. But we are going to underline the subject now. All right, so let's read the first sentence. New Mexico shares borders with Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Arizona, and Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico, so draw the line after it. And then what is your verb? Shares. So underline shares twice. That would be all you're going to have to do on the quiz. But what is the subject? Who shares? New Mexico. So underline New Mexico once. Read the next sentence. Tourists enjoy the Four Corners National Monument. What is the verb? Answer that.
Enjoy.
Enjoys is the verb.
I meant the predicate.
I didn't ask that. Answer what I asked. So who enjoys? Tourists. All right, so you know tourist is your subject, and you should be drawing the line after tourist. Underline tourist once, and underline enjoys the verb twice. All right? This next one's a little tricky. Read it with me. Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico meet at the Four Corners.
Arizona,
No, stop. Stop. You are not doing it the way they are teaching you to do it. They said find the verb first, then ask yourself who did it. So what is the verb?
Meet.
Meet. Go ahead and underline that twice. We're going to draw the dividing line after we figure out the verb and the subject, because that's what they're telling us to do, and you need to do it that way. Who meet?
Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico.
Very good. There are 4 subjects in this sentence, so you're going to underline Arizona, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico. Don't underline the word and. That's a joining word. It's called a conjunction. We already learned that. It is not part of the subject, just Arizona, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico. Now you will draw the dividing line after what? New Mexico. After New Mexico, draw the dividing line. But you should have underlined all those states once and the word meet twice. Visitors, read the next one with me. Visitors stand in all 4 states at one time. So what's your verb? Stand. So underline stand twice. Who stand? Visitors. So underline visitors once. Where are we going to divide it? After visitors. Very good. Read the next one. Each year, people visit the Albuquerque International Balloon Festival. What's the verb? Visit. Underline visit twice. Who visit? People. So underline people once. And where are you going to draw the line? After people. Where are the rest of you? Why do I just have like 1 or 2 people answering me? Read the next one with me. Many hot air balloons fly over the city. What's your verb? What's your verb? Fly. And who? What fly? Who or what fly?
Many hot air balloons.
No, I just want one word. One word. Balloons. Balloons is your subject. Many is an adjective describing it. Hot air is an adjective describing it. You just want balloons. Where are you going to draw the line? After balloons. All right, then you will be taking the quiz.